Hello world, this your girl Mystic Rage. You're tuning to Mystic Rage World, where we get it in with random subliminal messages from spirit. Remember, these messages are timeless, so whatever you hear them may be the time for you to hear them. Okay, I actually had someone request for me to do a public read for everyone to get the messages themselves. I do that for certain people. If you want to read for me and you don't mind me doing your read publicly on YouTube like this, then yeah, you do get a discount. But let me just go into this energy. I am going to go with the shadow work because, baby, you got a lot of inner healing to do at this time. It's a lot of workings. It's a lot of healing. You have a lot of battle wounds that have not healed. You have scars, but you still have wounds that haven't even healed yet, as far as the skins on the wound healing. Okay, these wounds are still fresh. Like if you were to scratch it like that, or scratch, they would bleed. These are the type of wounds that need those healings, and you have a lot of different situations going on at this time. So this is why I'm starting off with the shadow work, because you need to work on some inner child wounds or some form of healing there. It starts from childhood, possibly. I'm not sure what's triggering you at this time, baby, but you got some inner healings off rip that you do need to focus on and work on. But we're going to see what's coming out from spirit of some messages as far as the shadow side, the aspect that's triggering these situations, that's triggering the outbursts. It could be past lives energy as well. It may not just be child wounds. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and pull Soul Mirror, Inner Balance, Stubborn. Let me just get a fourth one. Explore Feelings. Let's see what's exactly the overall. Light to darkness. Light the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. This is love, clarity, and awareness. Okay? This is the overall energy that you're vibing on. Excuse the nails, but hey, I've been trying to work on painting, and it is what it is. I'm a tomboy at the end of the day, but we're going into the message. Love, clarity, and awareness. This is the energy, overall speaking, as far as the inner healings that you need to work on self with. Those are the heightened energy, okay? We have soul mirrors. Others reflect your own relationship within yourself. Open heart, healing union. This is possibly why you're having these triggers with an individual every time you speak or interact with this person, because you have inner child wounds or some form of wounds that you need to work on and heal. I don't have all the details of your situation. I didn't ask for them, and I'm not going to. I feel that off rip with the energy that you're bringing, it has a low vibrational vibe. You do have some peace somewhere in certain parts of your life, but you still need to work on inner self, because the relationships that are reflecting back to you is exactly what you're projecting to other people at this time. Okay, this is why this is coming out the gate first with its energy. Okay, it's within yourself. This is why I say you need to work on self and work on those inner workings with self to get grounded, to get leveled. I know you're going through a lot of male anguish. Okay, you're getting triggered. You're being very explosive. You're blowing up at the wrong people at the wrong time, and it's off of past hurts and traumas. This is why this energy is reflecting to you at this time. Okay, let's get into the next one. Inner balance. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Okay, wholeness and duality. Okay, did you get the message? What you resist persists. Even though you're trying to avoid the situation, it's still there. You cannot turn a blind eye to this situation. This is inner workings that you do need to work on at this time to heal fully. I know you're saying you're healed, then you're okay. No, baby. You still have inner workings to work on with self. So you can reflect. You need pause and to reflect on self. Get a journal. Start writing your expressions down. Go outside, hug a tree. Give yourself some time to breathe. Go back to that journal and read what you just wrote. Express every emotion that you can think of when you're doing this initially. This is how you're going to be able to reflect and see what's going on and why you're having repeated patterns in your life right now. Okay? It does involve inner balance, balancing out the energies that you're dealing with. Peep game to the circles of his energy. Working on balancing these situations, so different aspect of your life. Some may be good, very good at this time. Maybe romantically speaking, yes, it may be good at this time. But in other aspects of your life, it is a form of imbalance, and you do need to work on self at this time, okay? Because right now you're being stubborn, okay? Stubborn, stuck in your ways, stuck in the situation. You already got your mind made up before interacting with people, and that's a no-no. You're not taking the time to hear the other person, and it's communication. It takes both sides of energy, of exchanging, communicating what's the problem, what's triggering you, and what's possibly giving you the repeated patterns in your life. Now, stubborn says it denotes perseverance, but it also may hinder progress, flexibility, resolve, and growth. Okay, stubborn energy. You may think everything is good and you're persevering and everything you got, your love life going good, this is going good, but no, you have other aspects in your life that's terrible, and you do need to work on and reflect. You need to conform and have some flexibility as far as an energetic exchange, so energy is changing with other people at this time, because certain people in your life right now, you can't alt and delete them. You cannot turn a blind eye to the situation. You need to face it and go from there. But you do need to take time, okay, of healing. Also hearing the other person's point of view. This person as well that you keep referring to has also have inner child wounds and healing that they need to do. This is why it's a two-way street. This is why communication is needed. And far as this time, I would say take a step back. Do not communicate with this individual at this time. It's going to bring low vibrational energy. You're already low vibrational energy right now because you have this stuck, stagnant energy of repeated patterns in your life. Okay? So you need to pause and reflect. You do need some time and some space from this individual at this time. The energy that I'm seeing based off what I'm hearing and feeling from spirit, you both need time to heal. You guys are triggering each other, and it's because it's over yourself. Remember what the first message was. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. This deals with self-healing, self-awareness, self-care, loving yourself more. I know things are not exactly how you want them to be picture perfect, but spirit has you in a moment where you need to learn a lesson, and you still have not learned the lesson. This is why it has been years of this chaotic energy and repeated patterns and triggers setting off and the outbursts and lashes. Okay, so let's go into this energy here. It says explore feelings, dive into insecurities and unresolved emotions. And that's similar to what I was speaking of. Unresolved emotions, unresolved issues from childhood or possible past lives, okay? This says authentic closure and peace. So in order for you to get some peace of mind, you do need to work on inner self. You do need to work on a form of closure of releasing this energy in a healthy way. Not by screaming at people, because that's not going nowhere. Screaming and outlashing at people is only going to reflect that same energy, and they're going to match your energy. And this is why it's a repeated pattern of a cycle of bullshit, because you're not listening to the person and they're matching your energy off of what you're projecting at that time soon as you start talking or interacting. Do work on exploring those feelings, and this is why I recommend you get a journal to start writing and expressing yourself. You also can get a sheet of paper, write down your emotions like a note to this foresaid person. Write the note. Say everything you want to say. Write it out. Okay? Everything. You're not going to send this letter to this one. This is why this is the exercise that I'm also recommending for you at this time. As far as exploring feelings, as far as diving deep within self and those insecurities that you have with self. Express yourself fully in paper writing. Go through all the emotions. Happy, sad. Go through the happy times you had. The sad shit. The harsh bullshit. And express yourself fully. Take as many pages as you need to get your point across of expressing your feelings on paper. Sirens going off as I say this. Hit. Peak game to the secrecy of synchronicity, okay? After you completed this exercise, it doesn't matter how many pages it took for you to express yourself. You want to then rip the outer layer of this paper, and you're going to burn it. As it's burning, stare at the flame, releasing this energy that you're feeling. Sad, hurt, resentment, guiltiness for the past stuff you said that you really didn't mean, but you said it anyway to hurt someone's feelings. Okay? Stare to that flame and picture as the flame burns and the smoke rises that this energy is being released. So you can get more grounded, okay? You cannot keep resorting to the past and bringing up the past shit. You're supposed to experience it. Yes, you went through it. We do create our life somewhat. We are co-creators in our life. So these situations that keep popping up is also part of you. And you can't just fault everyone else around you. That's a form of victimhood. You need to learn the lesson, get the lesson, understand the lesson, overcome and accomplish the lesson. Get the learnings you need to learn at this time. Maybe after you write that note down, give yourself 3 days or so before you actually burn the letter. Reread the letter. Ask yourself, why did I write this? Or why did it sound like... Write that down on another sheet of paper. You may have 5 to 10 pages of this shit that you're going to write. And yes, I'm using cuss words at this time because I'm trying to get my point across to you. And Spirit is telling me to be a little bit more, however, to get the point across. Okay? You're deserving. You're loving. The universe and God loves you. Your angels got your back. Your guardian angels are with you. Ask them for support, guidance, strength. Because you're going to have to write and express yourself to get these energies out. You're going to have to release. This is how you do your releasement. Those are different exercises that you can do. But burning and staring at the flame and picturing all that being dissolved out your life will help you. Will help you get those chakras balanced. Will help you open up your heart space in a way where you can breathe and understand. Okay? That is what's going on with the energy. Okay? So I am going to do a bust out of this. Okay? So we have self-compassion, arrogance, embrace the void, inner cosmos, addiction. Now, you possibly dealing with some form of addiction and you're using it as an outlet to escape from your reality, but it's not helping. It's only numbing you for a time period and it's right back to that shit, that bullshit that you're going through. Okay? Overall energy is divine juggling. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. Progress, inner harmony. Okay? And this possibly might be a part 2 of this because I'm working with just the shadow aspect. And then we'll go with some clarifications. But we do need to work on what's going on this shadow spot and what's, as far as the energy, where you need to work on, okay? Self-compassion. Embracing imperfections helps you find strength. Growth mindset, okay? Growth mindset and resilience. Having self-compassion for yourself is needed at this time. The imperfections and things you think are not what they appear to be, baby. You're beautiful however you are at this time. Know that. Know that you're loving and you are loved. Have some more compassion towards self and not do so much negative speaking about yourself. Even if you're talking to someone else and saying it, you're still doing negative speaking on yourself. And then that reflects into your reality. You manifest more blockages, more obstacles, more types of bullshit on your path because you're not loving yourself. You're not pouring love into self. You're not being compassionate towards yourself. You're going with negative speaking towards yourself, and that's hurtful. As you see, this energy is very destructive. This is possibly why I see the outcome over here at the end as an addiction. You're using addiction tactics or different situations. I'm not sure if you're using drugs or not, but you're using some form of addiction to run away, to escape from reality. And baby, it's not going to get you nowhere. You need to work on the inner self, inner child wounds, and things of that nature, past life traumas. There's a lot of stuff your soul is remembering at this time, and it's coming back again as a lesson that you need to learn, okay? Arrogance. Not seeing flaws hinders growth. No limits to learn and improve. Humility, awareness, and growth. Okay, you guys? Not seeing the flaws. Not seeing that you're not always right. Because you're not. Okay? You're not right in every situation or circumstance that you're dealing with right now. This is why I say you need to work on self and inner child wounds, because some things where you're triggered, you're ready to backlash and scream at people before they even say or get their point across. This is why you need time to reflect and pause with self, nurture your soul. Your inner child is crying out for the healing that it needs. Okay? Embrace the void. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Emptiness and creative power. Okay? Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. This is why you need to step with self, do those inner workings so you can love yourself more, so you can pour more love into self so it's overflowing, and then you can pour love into other people and circumstances. Because your romantic life may be looking good. I do see it's all right, but it's also some unhealthiness there. And it all evolves around you. You create your reality. You're the co-creator of this situation. Just know that. Remember, universe, God vibrates at a different energy. And know when you're at a low vibration, light attracts light like a magnet. And it creates more lessons to be learned. Okay, more blockages. Inner cosmos. To embrace the light, first acknowledge the dark. Trauma seeking, go deeper. And I'm not just talking out my neck, and this is why I'm showing you the card so you can see that's literally what it's saying. This is how Spirit's trying to communicate with you at this time. Okay? Acknowledge your shadow self as well, because it's screaming out with its reasoning of why it needs the healing that it needs. Okay? Addiction. So some form of addiction is an influence of this situation as well. It says compulsive needs despite negative consequences. Get support and therapy. Healing, liberation, and support. And maybe you like to drink alcohol to get numb, to escape reality. But baby, once you done got that hangover, once you done fell asleep and woke back up, guess what? That drama and bullshit's still there. This is why you get more angrier and more frustrated, because it's not going away like it's supposed to. Well, baby, Spirit moves how it's going to move, and you need to get the lesson learned. You're not learning the lesson at this time. You need to work on healing. You do need to find some support system. Okay, I can be a part of your soul tribe if need be, but you do need to seek possibly a therapist to all the way get your emotions expressed out. Okay, because you're being a blind eye to the situation and taking alcohol to numb it and try to block it out. It's not helping, as you see. This is why you're having repeated patterns of shit, of arguments and circumstances, because you haven't faced that fear head on. Okay? So what we're going to you guys, I don't know why I'm saying you guys, but what I'm going to do is get some clarification here. And sorry, Spirit's telling me a lot. You have a lot of inner child wounds to heal. And let me just go into some self-healing cards so you can really get some clarification, because you do need that healing. You need healing in more than one aspect of your life at this time, baby. So maybe look up shadow work as well, and how you can take those steps. That I'll send to you privately as well, okay? Shadow work and working with shadow. It's not something to be afraid of. It's something to learn, grow from, okay? But let's just see off these energies what some clarification we can get at this time. Sorry, excuse my neighbor's dog. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that popped. It came upside down. Good news, positive energy. It's coming up. You're going to receive some good news, but you need to work on them inner child wounds as well. But let's go. Begin clarification. Okay, 1 second. That flew off the table. It's actually 2 cards with they face up. And these ones I'm going to leave for right here. I typically don't take out that many cards, but I'm moving with spirit, and this is how this layout is going to be. Okay, overall energy, intuition, wisdom, gifts. So you do have the intuition, but are you really listening to your inner self? Are the messages you're receiving? Some of these messages you're receiving are answers to some of the problems you're dealing with. And you possibly are double guessing or not even listening to the voice inside. Listen, honor your innate ability to see physically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance and the vibration you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, a diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. Listening to your inner voice is heightened. It's the overall energy right now. So we do have coming out the gate good news, positive energy. Coming out the gate. It says your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have the expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now it's the time to celebrate. This is why I say you need to focus on self, get yourself balanced, and listen to that inner voice that's going on so you can match that vibration of good energy. It's here. You have some of it, but with that low vibration, it knocks and creates ripple effects in your lake. If you want to think of a lake and think of a pebble being negative energy and it's being thrown across that lake and it creates the ripple effect. That's what I'm seeing. Negative energy will vibrate at a frequency, and even if you're feeling at a high vibrational level, it will knock you off as well. Okay? But this is a good aspect. Good news is on the way. In the center energy, we do have self-care balance. As I mentioned, you do need to work on self-care and pouring love into yourself and not think that you're ugly or oh, I don't deserve to be happy and all that stuff. No, baby, you are deserving to be happy in everything you want in the life, okay? It says, take the time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself what is serving me and what is taking from me. Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. This is why self-care is heightened in the center energy. Because you're putting yourself last and you're not pouring into self. Here, we have, it's not personal projection. It's not personal projection. But let's take the message. Many times others project their own pain onto you. This situation is not personal, but rather an opportunity for compassion for yourself and the person involved. Stop taking the blame by automatically thinking it's your fault. Have discernment of what you own, but also what isn't your problem. So you need to have that balance of knowing what you need to work on with self and what they need to work on. They got to work on their own self, but you need to work on self as well. Certain stuff, when they're projected towards you, it's not even personal. It's not even the reason why they're triggered. This is why you sometimes even you are triggered by past wounds or hurts, because it's triggering a different emotion from a past experience. And this person you're dealing with is going through the same thing. So possibly a karmic kind of relationship where you guys need to learn your lesson. Even though you guys are not together, you're still together on that energy of vibrating, because you guys haven't learned that lesson, okay? So we're going to go out with the bust out. I'm going to call this the bust out. Yet again, it has addictions. Compassion. The situation is influenced by addictive behavior that is influencing you or the other person involved. Pain and trauma are being projected. Try to see the truth of the situation by stepping outside of the chaos to create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. So here comes another form of addiction, and I don't know if you're a pill popper or not. I'm not sending no judgment, but you need to have compassion towards yourself and that person at the situation, because you both are dealing with some form of an addiction where you're trying to feel numb and drown yourself out from the problem, only to wake up to the problem still being there. Okay, and that's why it's still there. You haven't learned the lesson. Old wounds pattern. Need I say more? It's right there. Spirit's moving right with synchronicity now. I've been saying it from the beginning. Let's go into the message. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracted to the same type of people or situations that are not best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Go within to heal the pain layer by layer to find joy again. Old patterns. This is why it's repetitively repeating in your life, because you have been healed from them. You still have them. Okay? It's a lot of inner working to be done, baby. But let's go into this. This is isolation, lonely. Okay, let's see. There is a tendency to push people away by isolating yourself from uncomfortable situations. That's what you've been doing as well. Pushing people away and outbursting at them and screaming and cussing them out to the point where they don't even want to talk to you anymore. Pushing away people that actually care, want to help you, and possibly want to help support you through these tough times that you're going through. But let's get in tune. Look into new ways to break down the walls to create better ways to connect with others. Don't keep your light to yourself. Open to share it. And this is the energy and the message it's bringing. Okay? So that's what's the energy there, okay? But as I said, that intuition, and you got many gifts. You're multi-talented. When you're all the way in your element, you're multi-talented, very gifted with your hands, etc., etc. But you need to get an outlet to release these energies that you're going through. Because just to be nosy, we have new beginnings intention right after this, okay? So if you can work on inner self and work on trying to heal self, these new beginnings are transformed in a positive way in your life. Let me just give you this nugget. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. Now this is going off the future time. These messages are timeless, but I'm letting you know now, based off if you do the self-care, get yourself balanced, these new beginnings are manifest and prosper in your life, okay? It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You are being asked to only bring your new self into the next chapter. And I see here, and I'm just going to go with Spirit, because I see it's giving me betrayal. And this is where it's busting out. It's busting out. And I am not going to go through the whole deck. But Spirit saying this is what it is. Betrayal and past karma. And I was just talking about it. Not betrayal, but that past life situation. Okay? Some form of where you feel betrayed, trauma, past hurts. This is the energy vibrating at the end of this message. You got new beginnings, true enough, but you got to work on stuff and raise that vibration to match it, to bring it into your life. Otherwise, if you don't match it or balance yourself and release this negative low vibrating energy, as far as your eyesight of seeing your dream right in front of you, you're going to get more brick walls, obstacles to even get to the end of the new beginning. Okay? Now, betrayal revealed. The situation will reveal to you the intention behind it. Whether it's you betraying yourself in some way or another, person or a situation. Did you hear? Whether it's betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation. You're being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. This is why it says betrayal revealed. Because you're even betraying your own self with this energy. You finding addictive ways to get numb, to not really face that fear head on of this energy, okay? Past life karma cycles. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, the person or situation, okay? Look into the ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Then I said there's lessons to be learned, and if you haven't learned your lesson, it's going to constantly repeat. Well, there you go, baby. It just said it from Spirit. By viewing it from a lesson perspective, taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. Okay? This is coming out the gate, baby. Working on those past hurts, working on inner child wounds, all that healing needs to take place for everything to go smoothly for your desires of that new beginning, that new job, that new circumstance, that career that you want. Okay? And lastly, how many did I do? I didn't even count because Spirit was just moving. Okay, high vibrations and transformation. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready to transform. Ready for transformation. So raising the vibration is needed at this time. You are going through some shifts and changes, but you still have those past traumas that you need to heal as well, okay? And lastly, there go child wound. Spirit, I ain't going to even go no more. We're going to have to, I'm going to, Spirit's moving in this way, but old conditioning release. It says it's time to release old conditioning and to step into a new way of being. The old story and the past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt need to move out. That's why you need to express yourself, release that energy the best way you can, baby. That's how it's going to be better in your life. As far as the circumstances and the wishes and desires and prayers you want answered in your life. Okay? Take inventory of what no longer resonates and what isn't your burden to carry. Unload what has been weighing you down. So even worrying about that person that's giving you this vibration every time you guys are trying to communicate, some of that baggage you're going to have to release to them because they have their own energy they need to heal. They have their own wounds to heal as well, okay? So this is a form of releasing that energy, that negative energy, that low vibration to get yourself risen at a high vibration, okay? And lastly, because it said it, we do have completion, but we have child wounds retrieved. And look at this baby. Eyes covered, like how you've been crying and going through it. It's childhood, past traumas, and past life karmic situations. But the last message before I go and clarify, again, just to put a extra cosign it, it says your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. Your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. Going within to heal requires self-love and compassion. Self-compassion, self-care. We just went over this. This is how spirit moves. I see my lights flickering. Spirit's in the building. Amen. To heal requires self-love and compassion. Gaining perspective through energy work or therapy can be very helpful in assessing tools to empower your inner child, baby. Inner child wounds need the healing. It's crying out, like I said. That's what Spirit's been saying. So what I'm going to do, baby, I'm going to go into the angel guide. Get a message for some clarity for our angel guides. And see what they have to say about this situation. Everything's going to work out. You just got to work on self. Love yourself more. Pour into yourself more. Stop pushing people away that really love you. And you may feel like they don't love you, but in actuality, Spirit's telling me they love you. They still have love for you. But how you've been acting, you're pushing them away, and now they're lashing out back at you. They're matching the same energy. Okay, Spirit, what is any other messages we need to know at this time? Okay, that's just 2 minute cards, Spirit. 2 minute cards. Let me shuffle this one more time. That was like 50-11 cards right there. Okay, not 50-11. But that was too many cards. Let's do this one more time. Spirit, what is the message or messages we need to get clarity on at this time? And I'm going to have to do a part 2 for you, baby. That popped. Sacred plan. And both of those flipped, so we already getting it in. Divine timing, intuition, and downloads, followed by earth and ground. Getting yourself grounded as well as needed. That's the overall energy. Sacred plan. Let me find this one in the book really quick, baby. And I know you possibly older than me, but excuse me. I when I start feeling really in a way, I start to view you as a child, like I'm a godparent trying to talk to my goddaughter or son about how they can work on themselves to be better and how to heal or do some form of research about inner child wounds and karmic cycles and past life karma that needs to be dealt with. But this what it says here, the sacred plan. Okay. This card doesn't represent the plan that God has for your life, more the plan that comes to fruition based on your intentions and your highest good. You have been given incredible gifts of free will, and therefore your thoughts, deeds, actions, and intentions are in some way going out into the universe and creating the experiences, opportunities, and the energies that are flowing in and out your life. You're being encouraged to move into a state of surrender, where you recognize that yes, your intentions have the impact on the creation of your life, but how those intentions unfold is not down to you but the hands of God. The divine plan is your intentions unfolding in a way that God/the universe feels is for your growth and higher good. It says if you're trying to force a plan into action, the angelic guidance is saying to back down and trust in the greater good. Often something isn't happening for us. We're frustrated, but that's because we don't see that our perfect plan is unfolding. When your ideals or plans go wrong, trust the universe has a greater plan for you. That greater plan is something that has already been chosen for you, but it's more combination of all of your life's intention, prayers, and actions, washing back towards you with the opportunities and experience. So call on your angels to light up your path ahead. You may feel like you're facing the unknown, but know that you are always guided and protected. Okay, things are going to work out for you in divine timing, but you need to do that self-care, baby. You need to get grounded, okay, and work on self to get that full balance in your life, okay? Here we go, the divine timing. Life is always unfolding in perfect timing and space sequence. So angel wisdom is encouraging you to move into a state of trust, knowing that good things are always unfolding for you. You may find yourself feeling impatient and unsettled, but instead of letting your ego and imagination pull you into a downward spiral, trust that your prayers are being answered and your plans are coming to fruition in a way that meets your needs rather than your wants. This card is a sign that your hopes and dreams are unfolding. You may not think so. You may need to remember that you may be working on human time where God is working on soul time. This cannot be measured or rushed. You're also being guided to know that your angel team is with you right now, encouraging you to call in the support of heaven in aligning your current situation with love. Imagine yourself and your situation covered in a golden light and ask angels to show you the way, knowing that they're always working for your highest good. Okay, that's the energy there. So you get intuition and downloads at your outcome. So you're receiving messages, but are you really listening to spirit? Or are you going through that form of addiction where you don't even hear the messages that are coming to you at this time? This is why you may need to get some form of therapy to help you at this time, as far as the addiction factor is. And I don't mean to come off harsh. I'm just saying it how it is, okay? So this one deals with intuition and downloads, of course. Your angels want you to know that the feelings you are having and the intuitive urges that you have been feeling are divinely inspired. If you feel that you have been having psychic insights into a particular situation and have been wondering if you can trust them, this card is reassuring you that they are indeed correct. This is a time when you are able to see, hear, and feel beyond the human senses. Your intuition is becoming stronger, and you are in touch with angel guides and other divine beings who are encouraging your growth connection to the universe. Okay? So you may want to use what you pick up to plan ahead. If so, to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. Be aware of signs, symbols showing up at this time. Your angels are sending you important messages that will help you move forward in your life. Call upon them to help you connect deeply with the spiritual vision that is opening up within you. Okay, I'm sorry it was blurred. I thought it was clear the whole time. But that's the energy it's vibrating at. And for earth and ground, I know with this energy, it's telling you to get yourself more grounded because you're a little bit scattered at this time. And we have that honesty and communication, and this is where it's going to go in as far as that bust out energy. And then we're going to start with this read with this one, okay? I am going to go ahead because it may be too much information for you to process at this time. I'll do more parts to this, and I will work with you about this situation as well, okay? Okay. You may be feeling discombobulated and all over the place at this time, most likely because you're spreading yourself too thin and taking on too many projects at once. So your angel guide is encouraging you to get grounded. When you get back to earth, you will have a clearer insight into who you are and what you need to do to feel safer and more at ease in your life. You're being guided to take some time to breathe, connect with the fresh air, and even go somewhere in nature where you can relax, release, and let go. You may be uncertain about what you're supposed to be focusing on at this time, but that's because your energy is a little bit dispersed right now. You are blessed to receive the card today because it's a message of protection and guardianships. Angels are strongly connected to you and your path right now, and they want to support your evolution. When you lose sense of connection to who you are, you can often find yourself focusing on energy or projects or even old habits that can limit your evolution. So take some time and breathe. Call on Mother Earth to hold you. Invite the angels of the earth to draw deep roots from your being down to your heart of the earth. Know that when you are grounded, you are strong, focused, and a loving individual, and can make decisions that are enriching and revitalizing. The angels are guiding you to remember that you are a great value. The earth is blessed to have you. And this is why, as far as those insecurities, God, universe loves you just the way you are, baby. And you're beautiful just the way you are. You're uniquely created being, and you need to take on to that. Love yourself more. Stop focusing on those insecurities of this and that and the third. No, baby. You just the way you are, how God wanted you to be. And if you have some issues, like y'all, you feel like you may be overweight or something like that, you can do self-care that way by exercising and walking and doing situations like that, okay? But I just wanted to read the message about honesty and communication here, because we do need to communicate with self more and with the people and circumstances you're dealing with, but in a healthy way. So after you pause and reflect and work on those different exercises to release the energy, then you could go through a different space in your heart of communicating with that person. Okay? You are being given an opportunity to speak your truth. You have reached the point on your journey where you must be honest with yourself and all those around you. If you're holding anything in or feel you need to share something in order to feel free, know that your angel guide is encouraging you to act on this down. When you share your feelings and speak truthfully, you draw the support and light of the universe into your heart. If you're in a challenging position and find it difficult communicating what is in your heart, call in the angels and ask them to support you. They want you to know that when you speak with honesty, you attract experiences that are loving and reflect who you really are. Okay? Extended message. I gotta get into it. If you feel a person or situation is making you lose sense of yourself or drawing you away from joy, it's time to speak up and make sure that you are heard. You are being guided to begin by loving connection with your own heart to home in on and honor what you want for yourself and your life. Take time to reflect on what is important to you and where you want to direct your energy and what priorities are for the next phase of your journey. It may be that you're fighting against the flow and not wanting to admit to yourself that something is holding you back or dampening your spirit. But angels love you and want you to know that honesty is the best policy for you now. So stop even lying to yourself about this situation and what you're feeling at this time. This is why you possibly need to, ain't no possibly, you need to get a little journal or a diary and write your feelings out and express it and do whatever you have to release that energy, okay? We do have holy love at the bottom. And there goes the grace and ease. But I'm not going to get into it of reading the whole deck. Okay, so that's what that is. And Spirit said to do the holy love. Because you do need to love yourself more. I feel like you really have this energy of releasing of this self-hate. And I do have another message that I'm just going to read about the inner child healing there. I did see that, but hold on, Spirit. Okay, seeing this card today is showing you are being surrounded by loving energy, and the cup of your heart will be full until it overflows with goodness. The angels who are with you now know that times you can feel unloved and unappreciated, and this can block your experience of love and appreciation. The divine energies that surround you at this time is there to help you melt away any blockages so that you can be open and receptive to love and appreciation you deserve. Okay? Your angel guide is encouraging you to view yourself in a loving way and give yourself permission to be loved. If you've been holding back for a while, but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card brings the message that it's safe for you to do so. Okay? You are loved beyond your wildest dream by the power and the presence that created you, and through receiving and acknowledging that love, you will create even more loving experiences in your life. And that's the energy coming out the gate. And I don't have the card here, but since we're talking about those inner child wounds, I just want to give you a little nugget in the back of the brain with the inner child healing that needs to take place as well. Okay, the inner child is a part of our psyche that represents our childhood. Everyone, no matter who they are, has a traumatic childhood experiences that may impact their life today. And you have endured so much in your life. You are a real survivor. This can indicate that no matter what has happened, you have found a way forward. You may feel that you have grown up quickly and abandoned your innocence in order to survive. But know that when you reflect, review, and release anything from your childhood that could be holding you back, the next phase of your life can and will be supported. This isn't about forgetting about taking the time to send loving energy to your inner child and to assure them that they do make it through and This isn't about forgetting, but about taking time to send loving energy to your inner child and to assure them that they do make it through. Become the incredible person you are today. This brings radical healing, understanding, and love to your inner child. It also shows you that the guardian angels are wrapping their loving arms around you, nurturing your inner child, encouraging you to unleash your childlike senses and see the world through the eyes of a child. There's so much wonder and opportunity out there. It's time for some fun. But what can you do to feel light? Sorry. Been talking for a minute, y'all. What can you do to express yourself? Have you stopped yourself from doing something because you feel too old for it now? It's time to reclaim your innocence and express yourself in a way that is filled with excitement, wonder, and adventure. It's time for your inner child to be healed. Okay, and that goes off of this inner child wound energy. Okay, baby. Okay. So those were the energies coming off the gate there. I am going to stop the video now and do a part 2 for this situation. I hope that you got the messages that I read out clearly. If you have any questions, leave a question below. If you're watching this video as just someone you don't know, you're not the individual that I'm supposed to be talking to right now, and some of this information is resonating with you, feel free to ask your question below the video or email me privately to get a reading or anything like that as far as guidance, because I don't mind doing it at this time. I do have a lot of other situations, but when there's individuals that are going through so much mental anguish and mental stress, I don't mind helping and doing a fair exchange of energy to help them grow, because I see you have new beginnings on the way. You have positivity in the air. You have good news coming on arrival, but you just have a lot of wounds to heal and child traumas that you need to work on as well. Okay? And lastly, I don't know why, I'm just going to pull 3 cards from out of this deck. I don't have the guidebook for this one, but it's just going to give me some keywords, and then that'll be the bust out energy that'll heighten the rest of this read. So based on the energy and frequencies that has been said and heard and seen, what is some messages or keywords we can have at this time? Okay, that one flipped. We have say what you mean. This is possibly why it may be a romantic situation you're dealing with. Say what you mean. Don't beat around the bush about it. Speak your truth and all the way in your truth. That goes with dealing with yourself as well, speaking to yourself and to that person or circumstance, okay? Busting out again, we're going to look. There's 2 cards. We have sexuality and love. So possibly you're taking that form of addiction sexually as well. You need to work on that as well. Because you are loved at the end of the day. Okay, Spirit loves you. The co-creator, God, the universe loves you. And you're still dealing with some past hurt as well. It may be from a previous relationship and now you're bringing it into your new one. And this is possibly why you have certain obstacles and blockages with your new relationship. Okay, but the overall energy is home. So being at home and getting yourself more grounded, make you feel more at home. That's why you need to work on getting healed. We do have healing and the Phoenix rising. Okay, so we have that energy as well. I am going to leave out the home, healing, and Phoenix rising. Because after you focus on these energies where you need to get that healing taking place, you have the good news. You have the new beginnings. But you need to match that energy and frequency at the same time for these things to manifest into your life, okay? The Phoenix rising energy is of a rebirth. So shedding of the old skin and healing the past wounds, even the child, even the karmic past lives, it's going to give you a rebirth energy. And that's where the new beginnings and the good news and all that jazz come in. Okay? So I appreciate you guys watching. For the individual that I am doing this reading for, stay tuned. I am going to do a bust-out read and give you a proper closing. Okay? But this is your girl, Mystic Rage. I am tuning out of part 1 with this read. If anything resonated with you or made you think, smush the like button. Give your girl a follow or subscribe to receive the continuation of this read or any other random subliminal timeless messages from Spirit. This is Mystic Rage, tuning out of Mystic Rage World. And you guys have a blessed day. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.